everyone, I'm going to show you a couple of techniques on how to do some baking. I haven't been doing too much of baking, but I love baking, and I always enjoyed it as a kid, so I'm kind of going back into my little baking feel and getting a little bit creative. But the trick of baking is how to bake with and how to use certain baking techniques to make sure that your breads or your pastries are going to come out perfect. So the first thing to do is to turn on and preheat your oven. This particular breads that I'm making, which is a pumpkin apple bread, because it's fall, I enjoy doing fall breads, and I love doing fall breads. They're like my favorite time of the year. Of course, I love other pastries, but so I'm making these breads for a friend of mine who wanted a couple of apple pumpkin breads or cakes, whatever. So first of all, you want to line up your pans. And what I do is I just pre-oil the pan, and I put in a piece of parchment paper. Okay, that's the first and foremost thing with baking, besides preheating your oven. You want to make sure your oven is hot, because you don't want to start your oven cold and then bring it up to a temperature. You want it already preheated. It's so important. Okay, and then I have all my liquids over here. Everything that's liquid, you mix it up first, and then you put it in your pan. Your mixer. And then I'm going to just go ahead and turn on. And then usually when the recipe asks for a butter and cream butter and a creamed butter and sugar, then you kind of follow that recipe. And then, but this one has all liquid, so I'm good with that. And then you're just going to go ahead and add your flour to your dried ingredients. Allow it to incorporate slowly. Okay. Nice and thick. And with baking, you have to make sure that you have the exact amount of ingredients. If you don't have the exact amount of ingredients, then it'll kind of screw up the whole process. Putting in my dry ingredients. I have my oven that's preheated. Make sure your oven is preheated, always. So normally I cook. I have tons of videos of cooking and cooking techniques. And I said, you know what, it's time to change it up and do some baking. Yeah, why not? It's fun. Now I'm going to go ahead and add my other wet ingredient, which is the pumpkin puree. As long as you have your main wet ingredients in first and foremost, then you're okay. Oops, well, I made a little mess, didn't I? And that's okay. You're in baking, you're going to make a mess. But always clean up as you go, okay? It's really important. Make sure you have your sanitized bucket and while you're cleaning. And before you start baking, make sure it's wiped down completely. Your surface is wiped down. You use your sanitation and you go back and you wipe it again with some clean towels. It's so important. You don't want to cross-contaminate. Now I'm going to put in my apple concoction. And so I toasted my pepitos. I'll show you. I have a video of how to toast your pepitos. And it's kind of fun. So yeah. And then I'm going to go ahead and put in my toasted pepitos. This is going to be a nice pumpkin bread for the holidays. Then you want to turn it off. Want to scrape the sides. Okay, scrape the sides. Okay. And then cross your fingers and hope for the best. So, and then turn that off. And you don't want to overmix. It's so important that you don't overmix your baking. Okay. Then usually what I do is get like a little bit of spray here and then spray the top. This is coconut oil, but if you're whoever you're baking for, or if you decide that you have a member in, well, if you're a member in the family is allergic to nuts, then make sure you use a regular cooking oil spray rather than the nuts. And you might have some folks that are allergic to nightshade plants, so that's soybean, and just be very careful when you're baking. And make sure that you know, you tell folks that, hey, I mean, just ask them if they have certain allergens. Okay, so make sure. That's so important. Okay, so I'm going to pour this in one of my pans there, and then I'm going to pour another one. I have probably enough for 3 pans. So yeah, I certainly do. So okay. And you want to make sure that then you just stick it in your oven. Usually, and what I usually do is I get another pan, put it on top of the pan so that the bottom does not scorch. Okay, so you have your baking products on another pan, so it does not scorch. Probably put another one in, but oh wait, see how that fits. Okay, and so you go ahead and it should bake according to what your recipe says and states. So make sure that that it bakes properly. And it's always the temperature of 200. You use a thermostat. Always use the thermostat. Okay? Have a thermostat. You need a thermostat. And then you might need to adjust it to make sure. And there's ways you use a cold water adjusting to make sure that your thermostat is properly temped. So it works properly. And then you go ahead and if it's not properly temped, you put it in the center, and if it doesn't read 200, put it back in the oven and let it continue to bake. So just wanted to show you that real quick video of baking, and I hope it's helpful. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye.